Good morning, Kreepers. How the heck are you guys? I am standing directly pretty much in the heart of downtown, just a few blocks up here. We're gonna catch the train and head up to the Washington Park. There's a lot of stuff going on up there that I want to document, including the Children's Museum, which is gonna be no longer here very soon, but I thought I would start today's vlog off right here in front of the Portland sign. But we're gonna creep down to the train, hop the Max, which is basically our little train system here, and head up to Washington Park and check out some more Portland goodies. So stay tuned. Today's gonna be a really good one. See you guys in a minute. Got the little sunburst coming through there, and in all of its glory. We got the Portland sign this morning, just catching some rays. Been a while since I've seen you, Zelda. Still holding down the Heathman, I see. We got to get you some water for your bowl there. Oh, it doubles as a dish for other dogs too? Well, that's nice of you to share. All right, see you later, bud. I wanted to show you guys this too here. This building, South Park, has this fish protruding out of it. Zoom in on it here. That is so cool. There's a shot of the Guild Theater, which we've done a pretty good job of documenting most of the theaters here in Portland, but I don't think I've ever actually videoed this one. It's been here for a long time, and I just love that marquee. Very cool. There we go.
Blue line to Hillsborough.
Alright guys, just got off the train here, and we are in the Washington Park Zoo Tunnel, which is pretty far down underground. And all throughout here they've got these just little tidbits of information and just kind of different pictures and sculptures. And if you look deep in there, you can see this is actually some of the core rock from when they dug this tunnel out. You can hear our Max still taking off. But I really like it through here. They've got this mural here as well, which makes it for such cool ambiance all the way down here. And like I said, just different bits of information here. 15 million years ago, the North American savannas were rich animal habitats with more than 50 types of hoofed animals, large carnivores represented. The Douglas fir was a well-established and successful plant species. And if you read this one, I remember as a kid growing up, if you count the rings in the tree, it'll actually give you the years of the lifespan of that tree. But all throughout here, like I said, just a ton of info. They've even got first members of the elephant family appear in Africa 7,500,000 years ago. It's crazy. But yeah, I just love it throughout here. It's beautiful. All right, let's head up to the actual Washington Park and check out some more cool stuff. I'll see you guys there in a sec. So we are going to get one of these elevators here and head up to Washington Park. Oh, this one's got like a trout on it here. It's pretty cool looking. One of these will open eventually. think there's some other folks using them. You guys can see we're down 260 feet here from the bottom. Some placard here shows where we were. Let's go up here. So here is the free shuttle bus here. You can board right here. You can also track the shuttle. Either way, you can hop this for free. Pretty cool.
Some of the stops, I just kind of do a stop and look real quick, then drive on. So if you want it, please let me know.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. These guys are so good, man. He just said.
The first one that I'm gonna stop at, I'll show you what it means.
Got the Oregon Zoo here, back open. I think you have to make reservations, but as of right now, they are letting folks back in the zoo. All right, we made it up here, and it looks like there's even these little maps of the entire Washington Park. I'm pretty familiar with it, and there's only one left, so I'm going to go ahead and put this back actually for the next folks that might not be from here. But there's a ton of information and guides up here if you guys want to come on up and explore Washington Park. Nice. We've got the World Forestry Center here in front of us, which has been here for a ton of years. I believe the original one may have been burnt down, but as you can see, a brand new facade here. And like I said, along with the zoo, I'd like to come visit this place as well and do a full tour. But where we're heading is just right down here, because I really wanted to document the front here of the Children's Museum before the final days. And it is an incredibly beautiful day to be up here. Not too many folks, but the birds are definitely out chirping. It's kind of early still as well, but we got the sun on our side today. I think I might actually lose the sweatshirt here in a minute, but I wanted to take you guys to this beautiful piece of history as well. If you guys are like me and love trains, we're going to take a little better look here at the World Forestry Center's train. And there's even a little placard here that'll tell us a little bit more about this old school train parked right here in between the Forestry Center and the Children's Museum. Let's go take a better look at it. This is so cool. We've had the pleasure of visiting a lot of older trains throughout the years. And there's also a official zoo train that rides through the train. And honestly, I don't remember really ever seeing this here. I think it may have been placed here within maybe the last 10-15 years, if I can remember, but it looks like this whole awning structure is newer as well. But let's go over here and check out what it has to say. Love the front end of this too. That big light and like a smoker stack there on top. And it looks like this is Peggy. Peggy is a 42-ton old style Lima Shea geared locomotive who has hauled an estimated billion feet of logs in her lifetime. Built in 1909 by Lima Locomotive Works in Lima, Ohio, Peggy was shipped around Cape Horn to Seattle and a few years later purchased by the Stimson Lumber Company. Oh, those are the people that supplied our Christmas trees here at the square. Peggy spent her life working first in forests of Washington, then Oregon. Trapped in the Tillamook Forest during the Great 1933 fire, all the wood was burned off of her, so she was rebuilt and continued working in the Northwest until retirement in 1950. And then it goes on to say the Stimson Lumber Company donated Peggy to the city of Portland, and she proudly stood guard at the original Forest Building, a giant log cabin that was built for Lewis and Clark's Centennial Expedition in 1905. A great fire destroyed that building in 1964, and Peggy was again heavily damaged. She was moved to Oaks Park in southeast Portland for storage from 1969 to 1971, and members of the Northwest Pacific chapter of the National Railway Historical Society rebuilt the cab and wood sills in preparation for her move to the Forestry Center. And in 1972, with television cameras rolling, Peggy was transformed up Highway 26 against the traffic and placed behind Cheatham Hall, where she stood for more than 30 years until she was moved to her present location. The logs behind Peggy are a gift from the Stimson Lumber Company. That is so cool. And it also goes on to state she was built May 3rd, 1909. And just a whole bunch of different info here. But this is so cool. And like I said, I just absolutely love old trains. So she basically helped build Oregon. You know? Looks like they've even got some logs here. Those are so cool. And look at that. Look at those chains that hold that on there. That is so cool. I love that they actually have the set of tracks here as well for her to sit on. Yep. World Forestry Center, Portland, Oregon. Old Peggy. Thanks for all your work. Well, check this out. I walked up this little ramp here, and I'm realizing that we can actually go in it. Look at this. Gotta watch our step. Wow, you can actually sit here and conduct Peggy. This is so cool. I didn't think I could actually get up inside of it. Yes. Look at this. All aboard. And then I would throw this into gear. Oh, and here's where the I think you would have opened this and put the coals right down in there. Oh, that is so cool. And all the different, pretty cool. These guys are really enjoying it. And look at these giant logs too on the back here. Those would have been basically what helped build everything you see now. All right, as we're walking down here closer to the front of the Children's Museum, I'm actually really happy that I came down here to document this, because from last time, from what I was told and heard, is that the Children's Museum will actually be no longer here in quite some time, or in quite fair time, because they don't have much longer. And I think somebody set up a GoFundMe page for these guys, but they were down by OMSI for many of years and then moved up here to Washington Park, which a lot more success and people coming to enjoy it. But apparently with everything that's been going on, just couldn't really keep the funding available. So unfortunately they are going to be closing, but I wanted to just kind of come up here and just take a closer look and see basically the whole front here before they close up for the last days. Looks like there's some ants, little ant statues in there. I don't know if you guys can see them, but a couple little ant sculptures. And I don't even really think they are open right now at all. Kind of just their final days with everything closing up. Let's get up here and see if we can get a good shot. Looks like they've even got some little items here talking more about help saving it. Let's go up here and get a better view. I've never actually came up here to look at any of these statues or art pieces really, but this is pretty interesting. This big kind of cow piece with some, like, you know, building blocks for the base. But definitely a very interesting art piece here. If you guys can see the face here of this guy too, and there's some weird kind of inner workings on him. It says Kids Cowstruction. Oh, Kids Cowstruction. Artist Chris Keylock Williams. Cows for Kids, 2002. So I'm wondering what they will actually do with some of these art pieces. If they'll stay here and still become part of, you know, whoever propries it now, or if they'll actually remove these. But pretty cool if you ask me. You see on the ground here too, it looks like a bunch of chalk writing. A bunch of kids have been having fun out here. Little face here. So it looks like people were still showing their love and support even though they are closed. Got a little hopscotch set up here. But here is basically the final days here. Let's go over here and check this out. Looks like there's some help us help you save the Children's Museum. I'm actually gonna go up here and fix this sign here. Fix this sign here. And I believe this one's down as well. So we got Save the Children's Museum signs. Oh, they've even got a little piano here set up that you can play. And I recognize this artist's work right away. I believe this is Mike Bennett's work, but we've got a crocodile or maybe an alligator here holding a big toothbrush. That is so cool. And keep Portland curious. Save the PCM. Yeah, kind of a somber day to see this, but I do like Mike's art. His art's all scattered all over Portland, really. Here's a little poem someone wrote here. When we deny children play, we are denying them right to understand the world. Erica and Nicholas Christakis. Here's a little note some kid wrote. I had a good time at the Children's Museum. One room I really liked is the changing room. I'm going to miss the Children's Museum. And there's a little character on there as well. So a bunch of signs sprinkled all over here. Thank you, we will miss you. I will always remember you. I like how he spelled always. That's pretty good. And it looks like they've even got a little train here as well. This might be a replica of Peggy. Just like a little mini version, but there's a lot of detail to this. Oh, it's so cool. There's even a little mini train station in the back. And you can also Looks like you can also get inside here and kind of tinker with all the different functions of the train. That's so cool. It's basically like a little mini version of who we just saw, Peggy over there. Nice. What does it say here? Built as a balloon sheen in 1983 by G. Brunson. 23 rebuilt as a locomotive by Will Hathaway. So, gosh, that's so cool. Maybe it filled up balloons for children's parties. That is so cool. Can't even remember chopsticks. That's awesome that they have that there, though. I see these pianos all over Portland, really, and they're made just to play. The artist gets them, has people paint them and create them for people to have fun with. So great addition here. I'd hate to see this go too. It's too bad. See what I'm saying, you guys, here with all the different art pieces on it here? It actually says, "Please play me." That's fun though. One of my all-time favorites. Even some more signs here from the kids, asking them nicely to please not close. Gosh, it's so nice out. I was able to lose my hoodie even. Just kind of hanging out here on the steps, just enjoying the last bits of the Children's Museum. Like I said, I never actually got a chance to visit here, so I'm hoping that maybe things will pan out and they'll actually be able to stay open. Maybe I can take the nephews here soon, because on a beautiful day like today, you know, got the t-shirt on, rocking the sunglasses, this would be a perfect day to come here. They've got like a little zany maze set up here outside, almost like well, it's just like a little maze for the kids to play in, and there's all kinds of little sandboxes and all kinds of, you know, just fun activities for the kids to do. So I could only imagine what's actually on the inside here. But I thought I would just sit here for a minute and really just kind of just soak in the moment. I know for a fact that a lot of Portlanders loved this place while it was still residing here. You can see just a little bit of the signs that are left, and on the ground as well here, people have left their messages. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not the final days, and we can just move on. Who knows? It's too bad they're not open. I would have liked to actually go inside too and kind of just say one last goodbye. I will definitely leave links to the pages that are going to support the staying open of the Children's Museum. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys check out the description of that. One last time, the Portland Children's Museum. That's it. This entire area is just covered in these beautiful trees. I mean, they're everywhere up here. And there's just kind of like a found respect up here. When you come up here, everybody's very peaceful and quiet. You know, there's just a ton of places to really just sit and relax, maybe do some meditation or heavy thinking. It's just basically one of my favorite places to come up to. That's going to do it from Washington Park. It is a tremendously beautiful day. I'm probably going to go get a little snack. And if you guys want, you can ring that bell as well down below. That way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. It's just a beautiful day. I love you guys very much. Creeper out for now. Peace. I love your getup. I love your glasses. Very cool.